In this lecture, we'll walk through exercise 12.2 and apply conditional highlighting to a field based on another field. We'll use two conditional highlightings and set one of them as the ranking priority in case both conditions apply. In this exercise, we'll use 11.9 as a base to create exercise 12.2. We'll use the highlighting expert to apply two criteria with different formatting depending on which criteria applies. If both apply, we will rank the criteria so that one is the higher priority and will be applied in case both conditions pertain. In this lecture, we'll walk through exercise 12.2. Exercise 12.2 illustrates how to highlight a field based on a given condition. We can apply multiple conditions, and in this exercise, we're going to apply two conditions. We're going to highlight a field if the value of it is greater than or equal to 3. This will be the quantity field. We will also highlight the quantity field if the unit price is greater than 500. And finally, with both of these a possibility, they can occur independently, we'll set a priority as to which takes precedence if there are two or more conditional highlighting conditions that can apply, which ones get applied in what order. And so we'll see how to stack the order of the various conditions that we apply. To get started, we'll begin with 11.9 as a base. So let's open your previously completed exercise 11.9, wherever you've stored that. And let's go ahead and save this as exercise E12.2, use multiple conditions to highlight a field. All right, so to begin, let's pop over to the design view, and we're going to be setting our condition based on the value of the quantity field. So if we right-click on quantity and then grab the highlighting expert, we want to set this field to highlight in some way if the value is greater than or equal to and 3. So let's say new. And we're going to highlight this field when it is greater than or equal to, and let's make that value 3. Oops, 3. All right, and what do we want that highlighting to display as? How is that going to be manifest? So let's make that the font style bold and leave that there. Okay, now let's add another condition. So we'll go back and say new. And in this case, we want to do some conditional highlighting based on the value of the unit price field. So not this field, but and scroll down to it, the unit price field. And in this case, we want the condition to occur when it is greater than the value 500. And let's make this visually distinct. So in this case, when that happens, it's not just going to be bold. We're going to make it bold italic, and let's change the font color to red to indicate that this condition has occurred. Finally, let's rearrange the priority so that the $500 comparison is ranking as more important than the value and of 3, greater than or equal to 3. And when we're satisfied with that, let's say OK. Next, let's preview what the report does. All right, so here we see that we've set the quantity field to be bold when it is 3 and red when it is over $500. Now here's an example where it is both 3 and it is over $500. And so which was to take precedence, the black bold or the red bold italic? and we had made the $500 comparison, the ranking comparison. So that is the highlighting that is actually applied. All right, with that report working properly, let's go ahead and save our changes. And let's export that to a PDF file for submission. Export the report. Let's export it to PDF and OK. All pages. And I'm going to save to that same default location that I've been using, and the default name is going to work fine for me. And now I'm ready to upload my PDF for submission and grading. This concludes the lesson.